In the US, car washes are becoming more common, and they seem to be everywhere these days. There are about 60,000 car washes in the United States. This is a $14 billion business that is growing quickly. There are so many of them that some cities are putting limits of how many more can be built. People are wondering why there are so many new car washes and what's making this boom happen. Stay with us till the end of the video to find out how is this happening. Let's get started. We need to go back in time to get to the bottom of it. Go back to the 1960s and 1970s, car washes were very different back then. At that time, most car washes were small, family-run companies. These were small shops run by moms and dads, not big companies or chains like you see these days. Most of the time, they were small, neighborhood businesses with lots of people working hard to do everything by hand. The process required a lot of work as workers had to wash and dry cars by hand. Back then, if you lived in the same neighborhood as the car wash owner, you probably knew them. It was all about getting to know each other. There was one bad thing about this setup though. Because these companies needed so many people, labor was pricey. The worst part is that even something as easy as a rainy weekend could make them lose money. People wouldn't bring their cars in to be washed when it rained, and the business was having a hard time making ends meet. It was a hard-to-run business that way, and it made the field very uncertain. Things are very different now than there were a few years ago. Automation has been one of the most important changes in the car wash business. This is possibly something you have seen when you got your car washed. It's all about machines these days. After you pull up and pay with a card or an app, you can sit back and relax while your car is washed. We call this setup the Express Exterior Plan, and it's taken off. It costs less to run because you don't need as many workers, and the whole thing takes up less room. That means car washes can be put up almost anywhere, and businesses can grow quickly because the costs are so low. Statesboro, Ohio is a great place to see this boom at work. Statesboro is not a big place though, a small neighborhood just outside of Cleveland. It's a great place for car washes to open up shop, because every year about 6.5 million cars drive through the town. Car wash businesses have noticed that there are a lot of people who might want to buy something. There are already several big car washes in Statesboro. Two of them are on the main road through town and are called SGD Clean and Clean Express Auto Wash. One business is a car wash that's open 24 hours a day, and also guess what? Right now, more car parks are being built. That's like a car wash going off in this little town. There are other places where it's happening too. In Ohio and other places as well, this kind of growth is going on all over. In New Jersey, there are a lot more car washes in the state now, and investors are putting a lot of money into the business. From Los Angeles comes a big investment group called Leonard Green & Partners. They began putting money into a business called Mr. Car Wash, and that investment made a lot of people interested, and now over 50 different investment groups are putting money into these car wash chains to help them grow across the country. Why are investors so excited about places that wash cars? It's pretty easy though. In the US, there are about 280 million cars and trucks that need to be cleaned at some time. That market is very big. The economy has been going up and down over the past few years, but the car wash business has been growing steadily at about 5% per year. Investors see that kind of growth as a great chance that they can't miss. Many car washes have switched to a membership plan, which is a big part of this growth. In the same way that Netflix, Amazon Prime, and even gym memberships are going towards subscriptions, this seems like it will too. People can wash their cars as often as they want for a monthly fee. The customer likes it, and the business loves it because it brings in steady recurring income. One expert in the field said that the business would make billions of dollars more if just 10% of US car drivers switched to pay-as-you-go car washes. That's a pretty strong reason for car wash chains to keep growing and getting residents to join. Changes in tax rules are another thing that has helped the car wash business grow. In 2017, when Trump was president and tax code was changed in a way that helped car washes. These changes were not aimed at car washes in particular, but they did make it easier and more appealing for companies to buy new tools and open up new stores. Putting money into a car wash was like adding fuel to the fire for investors. It made them want to grow even more, which is one reason why there are so many new car washes getting built all over the place. The fact that car washes are so much better now than they were in the past is a big part of their success. At almost every step of the way, they have found ways to save money. The cost of labor has gone down because fewer people are needed to do the work, which is done by tools. The prices of homes have gone down because these car washes did not need as much room to work. The price of water has also gone down. A car wash used to need a lot of water, like 150 gallons if you did it in your garage, but now these self-service car washes use only 5 to 10 gallons of water per wash because they have systems that return water. That makes things a lot more efficient, which has helped car washes make more money. People are not happy about this all growth, though, especially in big towns where car washes seem to be everywhere. They already have enough car washes that they're putting in place what are known as saturation bans. Some rules say how many new car washes can open in certain places. This is because they don't want too many of them to open at the same time and possibly shut down each other's businesses. Moving back to Ohio, 5 car washes were enough for the town. They did not want to allow any anymore because they were afraid it would hurt the businesses that were already there. To back up their choice, they even did a market study that showed adding more car washes might hurt the ones that are already there. This is not just happening in Streetsboro. Similar rules have been put in place in other nearby cities, such as Stow and Parma in Ohio. After that, there was Lebanon, Tennessee, where things got even worse. A permit to build a new Mr. Car Wash was not approved by the local planning commission, which made the company unhappy. They then sued it to get it thrown out, and they won. It shows how serious these car washes are about growing. To make sure they can keep building new places, they're ready to go to court. It's easy to see why these overload bans are so hard on the car wash business. On the one hand, the companies want to keep expanding and adding new stores, but towns and cities are working to control that growth and keep it from hurting their economies. It's a tricky mix. When car wash companies look at a community, they do not just think about how many sites they have, they also think about how much money they bring in. They say that every new employee helps 7 to 9 other companies in the area. One of the car wash companies in Streetsboro bought an old Perkins restaurant and turned it into a brand new $6 million car wash. The town then started getting more tax money from that land, which was good for everyone. There is a good side to this growth, even though people are still trying to find the right mix. As the country's number of car washes grow, these overload bans and other efforts to control the business are likely to become more common. Communities will have to figure out how to meet the needs of small businesses while also meeting the needs of people who want to keep growing. But for now, it doesn't look like the car wash boom will slow down. People still want to invest, and as long as there are dirty cars, they will. Always keep in mind that car washes often show how the business is doing as a whole. When people have extra cash, they're more likely to spend it on things like getting their cars washed. But people are also being urged to use cleaners that are better for the environment and use less energy. Some car washes are already ahead of the curve in this area, and we may see more new ideas like this in the future. Do you think investing in a car wash business is a wise idea? Do share your views in the comment section below. If you enjoyed watching the video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel.